And we're live. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the last day of competition here in these European Championships for the bench press 2019. We are soon beginning our first competition of the day, and it's time to introduce our officials for this competition. In today's competition, the chief referee will be Andras Ronazeki from Hungary, and the side referees are Karl Ingvar Christensen from Norway and Petra Svadlenkova from Czechia. And the jury consists of Jiri Hofirek from Czechia, Susanne Dieter of Denmark, and Gaston Parage of Luxembourg. Gaston Parage is also the president of the International Powerlifting Federation. And here we can see the bar being loaded up with the first weight of this morning. And the first group of this morning competition consists of open men weight classes 59 kilos to 66 kilos. And the first lifter is Gideon from Great Britain. He starts out at 162.5 kilos. Aaron Gideon from Great Britain. He's 39 years old, has been competing for 15 years. His personal record in the nominations is 180 kilos. So I would imagine that this opener for him is quite doable, quite easy. Aaron Gideon, Great Britain, kicks off today's competition in the 66 kilo weight class. There are some huge lifts coming up in this weight class as well as the 59 kilo class. But we'll see how Gideon takes care of his opener. Yes. And it looks like a good lift. Let's see what the referees say. Yes, 3 white lights for Aaron Gideon at 162.5. And next up, we move on to the 59 kilo weight class, where Dariusz Vezola of Poland starts out at 170 kilos on his opener. This is a huge weight in this weight class. And Vezola is also a Masters 1 athlete. He is 41 years old, but he has opted for competing in this open age category in this competition. And we can see that he is in his prime, starting out at 170 kilos. And there we go. And it looks like a good lift. Let's see what the referees say. Yes, 3 white lights for Vezola. And the next lifter is Oleg Smirnov of Russia in the 59 kilo weight class. And he starts out at 190 kilos as his opener. These two men, Smirnov and Vezola, are the only competitors in the 59 kilo weight class. Smirnov obviously is a little bit ahead of Vezola here, but we'll see what happens. First, you need to take the lift before we can say anything about the placings, and it looks quite easy. 3 white lights from the referees for this 190 kilo lift. And here we can see in the instant replay that it is quite easy. And next up we have Antti Savolainen from Finland in the 66 kilo weight class. And he opens up at 195 kilos. He has been selected Finland's best powerlifter multiple times, and his efforts in both powerlifting and single lift bench press have been quite formidable. Here we can see how he handles this 195 kilos. I know he has benched more than 200 kilos in the past for this weight class, and it looks easy. Good opener, but it's 2-1. The head referee saw something happening there, but it's hard to say what it was. Next up we have Mariusz Grotkowski from Poland, and he starts out at 207.5 kilos today. And up and coming, we have Harashenko from the Ukraine and Yurosov from Russia. They are going to have a battle for the gold there. And then we obviously have Frazel from Austria also, who is going to be duking it out with Grotowski and Savolainen for the medal positions. But now we have Grotkowski with 207.5. And there we go. 2 white lights. Again, the head referee saw something amiss there, but I cannot see what it is. Maybe it was the shoe. It looked as if it was the heel was in the air just a little bit. And then we have Andreas Frazel from Austria with an opener of 210 kilos. And with this he will take the lead, but we still have Harashenko and Yurosov coming up. And we'll see how the placings are starting to form up here. 210 kilos was easy as pie for him. 3 white lights. 3 white lights for Frazel. And then we have Stanislav Yurosov of Russia in the 66 kilo weight class with a huge opener of 220 kilos. His body weight is only 65.29. These are crazy weights for this particular weight class. He is the silver medalist for last year's competition, and I would imagine that he is looking to improve that in today's competition. 220 kilos on the bar for Yurosov. And there we go. Looked really easy. Really easy. And 3 white lights for Yurosov. This is more than 3 times his body weight in his opening attempt, which is quite unbelievable. Then we have Ihor Harashenko from the Ukraine with 225 kilos on the bar for his opener in the 66 kilo weight class. And in the World Championships earlier this year we saw Harashenko competing in the 59 kilo weight class, and he took the silver medal in that category. Now he has moved up to the 66 kilo weight class, and obviously crushing some huge weights there. 225. Let's see if he can make it happen. And there he goes. It looked like a bit of a struggle there, but it's 3 white lights for Harashenko. 3 white lights for Harashenko there. Then we start the second round of the competition with Aaron Gideon from Great Britain. And he has asked for 170 kilos for his second attempt. He is competing in the 66 kilo weight class as well. And 162.5 looked quite easy for him. Let's see if he is just getting warmed up here. 170 kilos. And there we go. It looked quite similar to the first lift, as a matter of fact. And it does look like he still has more in the tank. We will see what he will do on the last round of lifting. Then we have Dariusz Wozola from Poland in the 59 kilo weight class. And he has asked for 5 more kilos on the bar. 175 on his second attempt. And the bar is loaded for Wozola of Poland. And he gets the bar from Ville Wikman there. And yes, there we go. Yes, and it's a good lift. 3 white lights. It looked like he had to work for that just a bit, but the lift was good. And then we have Oleg Smirnov of Russia in the 59 kilo weight class. And he has asked for 200 kilos on the bar. And I think if this moves well, I think he might be going for the European record on his last attempt. Yes, it moved easily, so I think we will see an attempt for the new European record on his last attempt. The current European record is at 205.5 kilos, so I think he will have a shot for that. Then we have Antti Savolainen from Finland in the 66 kilo weight class. And he has asked for 207.5 kilos. Obviously a big leap, and this is also a national record for Finland. 207.5 kilos. National record, and obviously also a personal record for Antti. Here we go. 207.5. We can hear the audience is cheering on for Antti's lift. And there we go. Yes. Yes. He is in peak condition today. 3 white lights for Antti Savolainen and a new national record, 207.5 kilos. I think he will be going for a little bit more even on the next attempt. And then we have Andreas Frasel from Austria in the 66 kilo weight class. And he has 215 kilos on the bar. 5 kilos more than his first attempt. He is now at third place. This will not move him up to second because Yurozov already took 220 on his first. But this will keep him on third. And there is Grotkovsky coming up to challenge him for the third place. And here we go. And it looked easy. Easy weight. 2-1, good lift. The right side referee saw something wrong there. It's really hard to say from this angle what it might have been. And next up, Mariusz Grotkovsky with the same weight, 215 kilos. He's a 30-year-old lifter from Poland. This is 7.5 kilos more than his first attempt. His personal record is 221 kilos, so I think if he's in good condition, he might have a shot at challenging some of the lifters on the third and second place. Let's see how it goes. And there we go. It looks like a struggle, and unfortunately it failed for now. No lift for the Polish lifter here. And then we have Stanislav Yurozov of Russia in the 66 kilo weight class. And he has put 5 kilos more. The 220 looked quite easy. And this is also 5 kilos more than his personal record. On his second attempt, 225. And this will move him to first place because he is a little bit lighter than Harashenko. But there is Harashenko coming up to challenge this one with 227.5. But this was a good lift. 225 kilos is in the books for Yurozov. And Ihor Harashenko from the Ukraine is next up in the 66 kilo weight class. And he has asked for 227.5. He is looking to take back the first place from Yurozov. The two men are having a back and forth here for the second and first places in the competition. And obviously Yurozov is looking to say the last word there. He has put the same weight for his last attempt. And there he goes. It looked kind of similar to the... Yes, it looked similar to the first one. I think the other side referee might have seen something wrong with the lockout on his side, but 2-1 is enough to get a good lift. And Harashenko has made huge improvements to his personal record here already, because before this competition his result that they had in in the nominations was 192.5, so this is quite the improvement there. Then we start the last round of the competition with Dariusz Vezola from Poland, and he has put 180 kilos for his last attempt, and this will keep him in second place of the competition for the 59 kilo weight class. And here we can also see the experienced team of spotter loaders that are from Hervannan Hauiskääntö, which is the student club for powerlifting here in Tampere, Finland. But unfortunately, Vezola's lift, he did not make the lift for 180 kilos. But still, he stays on second place for the competition in the 59 kilo weight class. Then we have Aaron Gideon of Great Britain. He has asked for 182.5 kilos. And this is a personal record for Aaron by 2.5 kilos. So he is in good condition here today. It's one thing to take a PR at the gym, but it's another thing entirely to take it on stage in the European Championships. Now, Aaron Gideon with a PR of 182.5. Oh! It was a close call there, but luckily the spotter loaders reacted quickly and the safety pins were in place. Yes. Good reaction from the spotter loaders there. Then we have Oleg Smirnov of Russia. Yes, and like I said last round, Oleg Smirnov has asked for the new Open European World Record. The old record stands at 205.5 kilos, and Smirnov has asked for 206 kilos on the bar. And the bar is now loaded for Oleg Smirnov for this European record attempt lift at 206 kilos. Let's see whether he will be able to make it. And the audience and officials are cheering him on in this attempt for the European record. There he goes. He gets the bar. He is in good position there. I think he will be able to make it. And here he goes. Yes. Undisputable new European record, I think. Yes, 3 white lights. There was nothing wrong with that lift at all. It was absolutely beautiful. New European record, 206 kilos. Next up we have Antti Savolainen from Finland. And he lifts in the 66 kilo weight class. So we are moving up a weight class again. And he has asked for 217.5. And this is 10 kilos more than the last attempt, which was already a national record. So he will be going for a new national record and a new personal record, of course, at the same time, and he will be looking to go up to the third place. There are obviously still lifters coming on strong, but this will take him to third place of the competition. If he makes it, will he be able to push? No. Nope. Unfortunately, this was a little bit too much for today. Antti Savolainen with 217.5. It was a great attempt, but unfortunately no lift today. Then we have Mariusz Grotkowski of Poland in the same weight class, under 66 kilos. And he has also asked for 217.5. He failed at 215 last round. He has now put 2.5 kilos more on the bar, and this will take him to third place past Frazel. But of course nothing is being resolved here yet. There are 3 lifters after Grotkowski who still have their third attempt left. So we are living in very interesting times here in this competition right now. 217 kilos for Grotkowski. And he gets the command. And yes, here we go. It's a little bit unstable. Oh my god. It fell towards the racks there, so he wasn't able to complete the lift successfully. Unfortunately, no lift for Grotkowski of Poland. And now there has been a change. Andreas Frazel from Austria is going for 227.5. This is 12.5 kilos more than in his second attempt. And he is lighter than Yurozov. And he is also lighter than Harashenko, so this lift will put him directly to first place in the competition. This is also 5 kilos more than his personal record. And this already might be a gold medal lift, but it's impossible to say for sure because the 2 men, Yurozov and Harashenko, still haven't made their third lifts. He gets the replace command. He gets the replace command there. This means that he will have to... Oh, what is happening there? There's something wrong. Did he even get the replace? He just put it back there himself. He didn't get the bar well enough. Oh, he can't unrack it successfully somehow. No lift. They're out of time. The lifter is out of time. Unfortunately, no lift. And now there's been a change again. Harashenko is lifting first. Both men have 230. Nope. No, it's Yurozov first because Harashenko has asked for 232.5 because he needs that lift to stay on first place. But now Yurozov is going to take 230 kilos. Yep, Yurozov has 230. And Harashenko is ready to challenge him with 2.5 kilos more. And there we go. Oh, that looked almost easy. And it's 2-1, a good lift. And here we can see the instant replay of this huge lift, 230 kilos. It was quite beautifully executed. The right side judge thought there was something wrong with it, but I could not see what it could have been. Harashenko from the Ukraine. This is a gold medal lift right here. Yurozov jumped past Harashenko there on his last attempt, and Harashenko is now looking to take back his dominant position in the competition. Let's see if he will be able to make it. $232.5 kilos in the 66 kilo weight class. These are huge world-class weights here. And he lowers it down. He lowers it down. Will he be able to keep it in control? Oh, what do the... Oh, sorry, no lift. No lift for Harashenko. It was so close, but it was not enough. You could see the glutes come off the bench there a little bit. And then we will begin the next group in the competition. And here we have the 74 kilo and the 83 kilo weight classes in the open age category for men. And first we start out with Emmanuel Franklin from Great Britain, who has asked for 200 kilos in his opener. And he was 7th last year in the Europeans, and also he was 7th in the Worlds earlier today. Excuse me, earlier this year, not earlier today. And here we go, 200 kilos for Franklin. Yes, and here we go. I think it must have been a good lift. Oh, nope. The glutes came off the bench, and the side referees both saw this very clearly. Yes. 2-1, no lift. Then there is Adam Balawieder from Poland with 217 kilos as his opener. And we can see that Franklin is going to try that 200 kilo lift again on his second. But now it's Balawieder with 217.5. Let's see how he handles his opener. Yes, yes, yes. And I think it's good if it didn't move downward. Yes. To one good lift. One of the side referees was of the opinion that the bar moved downwards during the lift. But 2-1 is enough to get a good lift. Now we have Teemu Helfors from Finland. Teemu has just recently moved on to the open age category from the juniors, and he is already at a huge streak. He is a construction man by profession, and he has put 225 kilos on the bar for his opening attempt. He has been lifting with the shirt for a fairly short time. Not many years. And, oh, not this time. The opener, 225, was a little bit too heavy for this attempt, at least. Let's see whether they will be able to do some adjustments for the next lifts. And the next lifter is Alexei Nazarenko from Russia with 235 kilos. And he is going to go up to first place. Then we still have Balenkov and Luchin, who haven't made their first attempts. So I think there will be stiff competition between these four men. And 235, and I think it's a good lift. No, 2-1. No lift. Something happened. Yes, I think it was the glutes up from the bench again. Dmitry Luchkin from Russia in the 74 kilo weight class with an opener of 245 kilos. Last year's competition had him on 4th place, but now he is clearly looking at a place on the podium if everything goes well. Let's see how much this opener weighs for him today here on the platform for the European Championships. Yes, and there we go. Was fairly confident. 3 white lights for Luchkin of Russia, 245 kilos. Huge lifts. Then we have Renars Dronga of Latvia. And he lifts in the 83 kilo weight class, opening up at 245. There are still huge openers coming up in the 83 kilo weight class. Oh my god. This is actually, this ties his own personal record here in his opener. Yes. Oh, no. Not quite. He did not quite have it in him to lock this one out. Yeah, the triceps didn't work maybe the way that they should have worked there. Then we have Andrei Balenkov of the Ukraine in the 74 kilo weight class. And he starts out at a huge 250 kilos. He was the silver medalist last year, and he was 4th in the World Championships in the spring of this year in Tokyo. And now he's starting out at 250 kilos. And there's going to be Luchkin there challenging him for this. But let's see how Balenkov does it. Nope, not this time. A little bit too much there. Wasn't able to control the weight on the way up. Yeah, the lowering of the bar seemed kind of good, but then it just fell out of his control. Then we have Mads Friche of Denmark with an opener of 255 kilos in the 83 kilo weight class. And depending on how this goes, he might be able to have a shot at challenging the bronze. He was 6th in the World Championships this year. And here we go. Yes, looked very good. 2-1. The head referee saw some mistake there, but it's hard to see from this angle what it might have been. Then we have Rafał Zalewski of Poland in the 83 kilo weight class. He starts out at 260 kilos. This is the 3rd largest opener in this weight class. And only Frisch has made their opener for now in the 83 kilo weight class. So there's going to be some excitement for sure here. And here we go. 260 kilos. There was some movement in the glute region there. Let's see. Oh, 2-1. Good lift. 2-1. Good lift. Let's see if we can see it here. Yes, the glutes looked like they came off the bench, and the left side referee at least saw that. But 2-1 is enough to get a good lift. Then we have Mikita Ivashin from the Ukraine with an opener of 275 kilos. He was the silver medalist last year in the Europeans, and he took 4th place in the Worlds. Just imagine how tough the competition is in these weight classes. If you start out at 275 and you only took 4th place in the Worlds, it's unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. 275 looked good, and it's a good lift. 2-1 for the Ukrainian lifter. And now for the largest opening weight in this weight class for this competition, Stanislav Butsin goes for 280 kilos in his first attempt. This is unbelievable. And I think we might be seeing a European record attempt in this competition. If Butsin has a good day, he might be going for it. It's currently 305 kilos. And he has lifted more than 300 kilos for sure. And yes, it's easy. It's very easy. Let's see what he will do on his next round of lifting. It's 280 kilos for Butsin. Very impressive lifting there. Then we begin the second round. We begin the second round of lifting, and first up we have Emmanuel Franklin of Great Britain with 200 kilos. And he failed this 200 kilo attempt on his first, and now he will try to get into the competition with this second attempt of 200 kilos. Let's see if he will be able to make it. His glutes came off the bench on the first attempt, so now he will have to try and keep them securely locked on the bench, and now I think it's good. Yes, 3 white lights, a good lift for Franklin. And next up we have Teemu Halfors from Finland. He's only 24 years old. And he has just recently moved up to the open category. He has been making huge gains, and bench press has always been his game, although he is also a power lifter. I know that Teemu also has a great squat and great deadlift, but the bench has always been close to his heart. Now he has 225 kilos on the bar. He failed this on his first. He will need this to stay in the competition. Let's see what Teemu will do. Yes. Yes. Nope. Still looks to be a little bit too much. This already had a little bit more fight. This left, but still it seemed to be a little bit too much. Then we have Adam Balawajder from Poland. He is only 22 years old, so he is still a junior lifter. He has put 235 kilos on the bar for the 74 kilo weight class competition. This will keep him on second place. Luchkin has already secured first place quite tightly with his 245 kilo opener. But we'll see what this 235 by Balawajder looks like. Oh, no. There was something wrong with the lowering of the bar to the chest. It didn't really go as planned. The arm, yes, the left arm was in a very, very disadvantageous position there on the chest. Alexei Nazarenko from Russia with 235 kilos, and this will take him to second place if he will be able to make it. He still does not have a lift from his first attempt. So he will need this to stay in the competition and to go to the podium, obviously, as well. 235, Nazarenko from Russia. Yes, I think it must be good now. I think he must... No! Two reds. Two reds. No lift. I don't know what was wrong with that one. Maybe it was the shoe. The shoe looked like it was a little bit off the ground. It might have been that. Then we have Renas Dronga of Latvia with 245 kilos in the 83 kilo weight class. And he is yet to have a result from this competition. This ties his personal record. He wasn't able to complete the lift on the first round. Now he will try to keep up in the competition. Let's see what will happen on this second attempt. 245. Yes. Nope. It's still too heavy. It looks like the triceps aren't able to handle the weight when it comes there halfway up. It looks tricky. And now we have Dmitry Luchkin of Russia in the 74 kilo weight class, and he has asked for 250 kilos on his second attempt. If he is able to take this, I think he doesn't need to worry about the other lifters. He will have the gold medal secure in his position, in his possession. And now 250, and I think it's a good lift. Nope. 3 reds. I don't know. Might have been that he didn't listen to the signaling of the referee, but it should be a red card at that point. So it might have been the shoes again. It looked like the heel was up just a little bit. And then it's Balenkov from the Ukraine with 250 as well in the 74 kilo weight class, and he will go up to first place with this if he's able to make it. There seems to be some movement in the glutes still. Oh, and it's a good lift still. Yes. 2 to 1. Good lift. Yes. And Mads Frisch is the next lifter. We move up to the 83 kilo weight class here. And Frisch has 260 kilos on his second attempt, and this will move him to third place. Frisch will battle it out for the bronze with Zalewski of Poland. And then the two men, Ivashin and Butsin, will fight it out for the gold. And there we go. And it looked convincing enough. And three white lights for this 260 kilo lift. For Zalewski of Poland, we put on the bar 270 kilos. And here Zalewski is looking to go back to the third place to take it back from Frisch. And Frisch has also taken 270 for his last attempt. Let's see if Zalewski is able to make this. If it looks like Zalewski has even more in the bank, then I think he has a fair shot at the bronze medal. And there we go. Let's see what the referees say. I think the glutes might have moved there. Yes, unfortunately no lift. The side referees saw that there was movement in the glute region. They did not stay on the bench for the entirety of the lift as they should. Then we have Mikita Ivashkin of the Ukraine with 285 kilos. And he is the silver medalist from last year. And also took fourth place in the Worlds. And I think he will be hungry for the gold this year. He is going to jump up to first place with this lift. That is also 2.5 kilos more than his personal record. And he gets the start command. And here we go. Here we go. Yes, it looked like a struggle, but it looked like a good lift as well. No, 2 to 1, no lift, unfortunately, for the Ukrainian lifter. Yes, there was some movement there in the glute region. Stanislav Butsin of Russia with 287.5. 7.5 kilos more than his opening attempt at 280. The 280 was looking quite easy. So we will now see if he can continue that streak of easy, huge weights. And again, he... Yes, and I think it's a good... Yes, it's a good lift. 2 to 1. 2 white lights. Yeah, for a moment there I thought he got the start command before his glutes were on the bench, but it was just some coach there shouting. And then we start the third and last round of lifting for this group of the competition. Emmanuel Franklin of Great Britain He has put 217.5 kilos on the bar. This will take him to third place in the competition. After Balavader failed with his 235 attempt, he only has 217.5 from his first attempt, and Franklin is lighter than Balavader. Franklin is trying to take the third place in the competition. Let's see if he will be able to make it. This would be a huge deal for the Brit. They've made some adjustments to the shirt. Oh no. No, 3 white lights. Failed lift. But a great attempt for the bronze medal. And next up we have Adam Balavader from Poland in the 74 kilo weight class. And now he's trying to take the 235 kilos that he did not get on his second. This will keep him, however, on the third place of the competition. He's still a little ways behind Luchkin there. Luchkin with 245 kilos and Balenkov with 250. And there we go, 235 for Balavader. Oh no, seems a little bit too much. It's a little bit too heavy for him today, 235 kilos. Did not quite go the distance. Then we have Alexei Nazarenko of Russia. Alexei Nazarenko of Russia, 235 as well. He will need this to stay in the competition. And with this, he will either get third place, or if this one fails, he will not get a result from the competition at all. A double or nothing situation for the Russian lifter here. And there he goes. He is able to lock it out, but let's see what the referees say there. Yes! 2-1. 2 white lights. 2 white lights. And he almost looked as if he didn't believe it himself. He jumped up to third place of the competition. Nazarenko. And now we have Teemu Helfors from Finland. He has 2 red lighted lifts of 225 kilos under his belt here. But now the young lifter is going for 10 kilos more. He has put 235 kilos on the bar. He will need to muster up every last ounce of his strength, both mentally and physically, to be able to get this one. And he will need this one to stay in the competition. $235 kilos. This is 10 kilos more than the last attempt that failed, and this is also his own personal record here on the stage for the European Championships. And he gets the command. And there we go! There we go! There we go! Will he be able to finish? Yes! He has finished it! He has finished it! Oh my god, but it's 2-1 no lift. This is unbelievable. He put 10 kilos more to an attempt that he wasn't able to finish, and then he finished it, but it was 2-1 no lift. Oh my god, unfortunate. Very unfortunate, but very good, very great attempt from the young lifter. Oh, this got me a little bit excited. Then we have Dronga from Latvia. Renas Dronga of Latvia, 245 kilos on the bar. He is in the same, he's in a similar situation. He will need this to stay in the competition. There are no places for him with this lift on the podium, but he will need this to get a placing from the competition. This is also a personal record for Dronga. He will need to get it together now. Yes! Oh, just a little bit too much. It's the same. All of the lifts for Dronga looked exactly the same. He just wasn't able to lock that one out today, unfortunately. Then we have Dmitry Luchkin of Russia with 250 kilos. He wasn't able to make this on his second, but he has one more shot at the weight, and this will put him on first place in the competition. There is still Belenkov left there with 260 on his last one, but we'll see how it goes. Yes, looks good. He will just need to be able to finish it. Yes, 250 is in the books. 3 white lights. Yes, 3 white lights for Belenkov. 3 white lights for Luchkin. I'm sorry. Yes, Belenkov is going to make some sort of a change. Yes, Belenkov is going for the gold in his next attempt with 252.5. At first he had 260 kilos there, but he decided not to take too much of a risk. He is just going for the first place. Yes. Andriy Belenkov, 252.5 for the gold medal. This is a gold medal lift, ladies and gentlemen, in this European Championships for the 74 kilo weight class. Yes. And he gets the start command. And oh no. He is not able to control it. 2 red lights, unfortunately, for Belenkov. And this means that Luchkin takes the gold and Belenkov the silver, and Nazarenko is on third place in the 74 kilo weight class. Then we have Mads Frisch from Denmark in the 83 kilo weight class with 270 kilos on his last attempt, and this will keep him on third place. He will not be able to challenge Ivashkin with this one. And this is 7.5 kilos more than his personal record. And he gets the start command. And there he goes. 270 kilos is in the books. 3 white lights. 3 white lights for Frisch. And then we have Rafał Zalewski of Poland. And he has asked for 272.5, and this will put him on third place. He did not make 270 kilos on his second attempt. And this is now 10 kilos more than his personal record.
Before this competition. This is record now, but it's before. Yes, it's.
Yes, 272.5. After the failed attempt of 270 on his second attempt, He will now try to jump up to the third place. Oh, no, it was a little difficult for him to lower it on the chest. There was some movement of the bar there on the chest, and it was hard to get it stable, hard to get it a good position of the arms there, so no lift for him. Then it's Mikita Ivashkin from the Ukraine with 290 kilos on his last attempt. He failed with 285 on his second. Now he is trying to go for the gold. He is jumping up to first place with this. He was last year's silver medalist, and he is now still fighting for the gold with this lift. Then there's Butsin coming up. Butsin has asked for 2.5 kilos more than this, but this is a lift for the first place. And here we go, 290 kilos for the first place in the competition for Ivashkin. And here he goes, Will he be able to lock it out? Oh, yes, three white lights, and here we can see the instant replay. I wasn't able to see that left arm there, but yes, it did lock out completely. 290 kilos for Ivashkin of the Ukraine. Now we have Stanislav Butsin left in the competition. Last lift here in this group. And this is a gold medal lift. Again, a gold medal lift. He will try to take the first place back from Ivashkin with this one. And this will decide. Yes! And there we go. It's up. But what do the referees say? No. Unfortunately, 2-1. No lift. Yeah, it might be the feet, or it might be the glutes. It's hard to say. And then we move on to the next group. And the next group consists of the 93 kilo weight class, where we are going to have a huge competition for the gold between Vegiera and Krimov. And then we have also a huge fight for the silver and the bronze medal here between these lifters. The medal positions are very, very contested here, and the first lifter is Tuhacek of Zekia with 210 kilos on the bar. Zenek Tuhacek of Zekia, 210 in his opening attempt. And there he goes. And it looks good. And the referees agree it's a good lift. 3 white lights. Then we have Andy Champ from Great Britain. He has been competing for only 4 years. He's a 36-year-old competitor. And he starts out at 250 kilos. These are impressive weights for someone who has been competing for only 4 years. And this ties his personal record. So the stakes are high for the Brit in this competition. And here we see how it's going to play out. 250 kilos for Champ. And there he lowers the bar low, and it's easy. Very easy. 3 white lights, tying his personal record with an easy lift of 250 kilos. And the next lifter is Grzegorz Nosek of Poland. He's a veteran in the game, 46 years old. He's a Masters 2 lifter, but he has opted for competing in the open age category in this competition. His opener is 262.5. And Nosek also competed earlier in the Masters 2 division in this competition. And there we go. It looks easy. And it's 2 white lights. Good lift for Nosek. And I think Nosek had a successful competition in the Masters 2 division earlier. Oliver Dahlqvist from Sweden is next up with 280 kilos. And he starts out at 280 kilos. Oliver Dahlqvist. And he still gives his last instructions to Ville Wikman for the lift off. And there we go. It's up. Dahlqvist gets the 280 kilo lift. And next up we have Joakim Wang from Sweden. With 285 kilos. And the descent looks quite difficult there. And I think he lost a little bit too much strength on that lowering part of the lift. The shirt was extremely tight there. And unfortunately no lift for Joakim. Then we have Jan Wegiera from Poland. He is also a veteran of the game. He has been doing this for a long time. For a long time indeed. And Wegiera was the silver medalist last year and took 4th place in the Worlds earlier this year. 300 kilos as his opener, and it's easy. Easy. 3 white lights for Jan Wegiera of Poland. And Wegiera and the next lifter, who is Andrei Krimov from Ukraine, are going to have a battle for the gold here. Krimov starting out at 307.5 and he was last year's champion. So he will be trying to defend his championship against Vegiera in this competition. Let's see how that will play out. 307.5 for Krimov. And there we go. Nope. It's a little bit too heavy. This might get exciting indeed later on. Will he be able to complete it on his second and third attempts? Then we have the next round in this competition group. We begin the second round with Zdeněk Tuhocek of Czechia with 222.5 kilos on the bar. He completed 210 successfully on his first attempt. And now he is going for 222.5. Let's see how it will go. 12.5 kilos more than in the first attempt. Yes, nope. A little bit too heavy. A little bit too heavy there for the Czechian lifter. Then we have Andy Champ of Great Britain. He had a beautiful performance of 250 kilos on his first attempt, and now he has put 10 kilos more on the bar. He has 260 kilos here on the bar for his second attempt. This is also 10 kilos more than his personal record, which he tied on his first lift. So he is in very good condition for this competition. And there we go. He gets the lift off. And he lowers it steadily. Slowly and steadily. And he pushes it up. He is able to lock it out. Let's see what the referees say. 2 white lights. 2-1. Good lift. Yes, one of the side referees was of the opinion that the bar moved downwards during the lift, but one side referee is not enough to make it a no lift. Then we have Grzegorz Nosek of Poland with 265 kilos. It looks like I remembered it wrong. Nosek did not lift in the M2 division earlier in this competition. Instead, he opted for lifting in the open category here today with 265. But this was unfortunately no lift for Nosek. He wasn't able to lock it out completely. Then we have Oliver Dahlqvist of Sweden with 280 kilos. He wasn't able to complete this successfully on his first attempt. Now he will try to make up for that and stay in the competition with this same 280 kilo weight. There are 3 lifters that did not get a result from their first round. Krimov, Dahlqvist and Joachim, I hope they will all get back into the competition. And this looked like a good lift for Dahlqvist. 280, yes. 3 white lights for Dahlqvist for 280 kilos. Then we have Wang Joachim from Sweden. He has put 287.5 on his second attempt. He has a failed attempt of 285 from his first round. This will put him directly to second place of the competition. So he is going directly to second place with this one if it succeeds. And there we go, but then the glutes are off the bench and he wasn't quite able to lock it out. We will have to hope that he is able to complete it on his last attempt. And then we have Krimov coming up next. He has the same 307.5 kilos on the bar as he had on his first attempt. He wasn't able to complete the lift on his first attempt, and now he's trying to go for it. No, it's Veguera now. Yes, something happened there. Maybe they marked no. Krimov is supposed to be on stage now. Yes, because Krimov was there. Now it's the wrong order. It's the wrong order there, because they erroneously they marked the lift as successful at first, and then it was Veguera there. It's the wrong lifting order. It physically is the wrong lifting order. They messed it up there a little bit. Yes. So Jan Veguera. So that was. Yeah, the order is messed up. Yep, so that was Krimov. Now we are up to speed because that was Krimov, did not make it. Did not make 307.5. Now Veguera is trying to go for the same weight, 307.5 kilos. Yes, and there we go. He was able to lock it out, but the lift was not successful. There was movement in the glutes. Yes, they came off the bench. So all of the referees were of the opinion that that was no lift for Veguera. Unfortunately, then we begin the last round of lifting in this competition with Zdeněk Tuhacek of Czechia with 222.5 kilos on the bar. So Tuhacek wasn't able to complete the lift on his second attempt, but he already has a result from the competition, and this will not be moving him up in placings. Yes, there we go. I think that must be a good lift. It was a heck of a grind. No, oh my god. Such a bummer. 2 reds. No lift, unfortunately, for Tuhacek. It was a great effort, great effort, and a great grind, but no lift. Andy Champ is next up from Great Britain. And with this one, he will jump up to third place. 265 kilos on the bar. This is 5 kilos more than the last lift, which already was a PR for Andy. Now he's going for 5 kilos more and the third place in the competition. Let's see how he will be able to manage this. Yes, 265, a personal record. And a potential bronze medal lift. We'll see what Nosek does on his last one. And there he goes! Yes, he's able to lock it out. Let's see what the referees... Yes, 3 white lights! 3 white lights for Andy Champ. He moves up to third place in the competition. Now it gets exciting between Champ and Nosek. Will Nosek be able to challenge Champ's lift? And Nosek was in the Europeans last year. In the championships last year, he was he had the silver in the Masters 1 division, and he was third in points in Masters 1. But now he has 267.5 on the bar, and this is a bronze medal lift. A bronze medal lift! Oh, and it's directly at the racks. 3 red lights. No lift for Nosek. So Champ is in third place still. But we still have 2 lifters who are yet to complete their first lift of the competition. So Wang Ho-Kim from Sweden with 287.5 jumps directly to second place in the competition. Past Dahlqvist. And still there's Krimov, who is looking to challenge the silver as well. We'll see what happens. Will Krimov put more on the bar? Now Ho-Kim, 287.5. And there he goes, but the glutes come off the bench again. Yes, this will not be a good lift. Yes, 3 reds. It was a little bit too much. Unfortunately, a little bit too much today. Then, next up is Oliver Dahlqvist. Yes, this is 280 was his last attempt, and now he's going for 302.5. And Veguera failed at 307.5, so this is potentially might be even a gold medal lift in the competition. Dahlqvist will jump to first place in the competition if he gets this one. We will see what happens here. He has secured a medal, but it's yet to be decided what color that medal is. There we go. Oh, it's a little bit too much, but it's a huge jump. It's a 22.5 kilo jump, so it was a little bit too heavy there. And then we have 2 more lifters left. We have Andrei Krimov here, who is trying to challenge the gold. Now he either gets nothing or he gets first place. Andrei Krimov from the Ukraine, he will need to step his game up if he wants to go up on the podium. This lift will take him there and might even give him the gold. But first he will need this lift. 307.5 kilos for Krimov of the Ukraine. Yes, come on, Krimov. We know you can do it. And oh no, directly at the racks. 3 reds for Krimov. Unfortunately, it looked like he was strong enough, but it misgrooves badly at the end and goes directly at the racks. And the last lift of the day, Jan Wegiera from Poland. He is already the European champion with his opening attempt at 300, but now he will try to take 307.5 to further assert his dominance in this weight class. He got the silver medal last year, but now he is already the European champion. Jan Wegiera, 307.5. Oh, unfortunately, it's no lift for Wegiera. The bar came down there just at the end of the lift. The bar came down just a little bit. And this concludes the competition for this morning. And stay tuned. The victory ceremony for this morning's competition will start very shortly. Thank you for everybody for watching. And welcome back to the victory ceremony for to this morning's competition. And the lifters are now being escorted on the stage. To receive awards for their efforts and achievements in this competition. For the open class. And there we can see the lifters being awarded the participation medal for the competition by Gaston Parage, the IPF president. All of the lifters are rewarded with the participation medal to show appreciation for all of their efforts in this great competition today. There's a strong group on the stage now. These are the lifters from the 59 kilo weight class all the way up to the 83 kilo class. And now we will move on to awarding the best lifters in each weight class. And in the 59 kilo weight class, second place and silver medal go to Dariusz Vezola of Poland with a result of 175 kilos. And the first place gold medal and the European Championship go to Oleg Smirnov of Russia with a huge 206 kilo result. Smirnov went for a new open European record on his last attempt, and he got it 206 kilos. We now hear the national anthem of Russia. And congratulations to both of these strong lifters. And we move on to the 66 kilo weight class, where third place and the bronze medal go to Andreas Frazel of Austria with 215 kilos. And the silver medal, second place, go to Ihor Harashenko of the Ukraine after a stiff competition with a result of 227.5 kilos. And finally, the first place, the gold medal and the European Championship for this year go to Stanislav Yurazov of Russia with 230 kilos in the 66 kilo weight class. And again, we hear the national anthem of Russia. And congratulations to all of the lifters in this weight class. And then on to the 74 kilo weight class, where third place and bronze medal go to Alexei Nazarenko of Russia with a result of 235 kilos. And second place and silver medal go to Andrei Balenkov of the Ukraine with 250 kilos. And finally, the first place gold medal and European Championship go to Dmitry Luchkin of Russia with 250 kilos after a stiff competition with the Ukrainian. And again, we hear the national anthem of Russia. And congratulations for all of these strong lifters in this weight class. And on to the 83 kilo weight class, where the bronze medal and third place go to Mads Frisch of Denmark with 270 kilos. And the second place and silver medal go to Stanislav Butsin of Russia with 287.5 kilos. And in today's competition, first place and gold medal and the European Championship for 2019 go to Mikita Ivashkin of the Ukraine with 290 kilos. After an exciting competition. And we hear the national anthem of the Ukraine. And congratulations to all the lifters. And then on to the 93 kilo weight class, where third place and bronze medal go to Andy Champ of Great Britain with 265 kilos. After a very exciting competition, Andy was able to jump up to third place there. And the second place and silver medal go to Oliver Dahlqvist of Sweden with 280 kilos. And this year's winner, first place, gold medalist and new European champion is Jan Wegiera of Poland with 300 kilos. He took the championship with his opening attempt at 300 kilos after the unfortunate failure of the Ukraine's Krimov to complete his opening attempt. And now we hear the national anthem of Poland. And congratulations to all of the lifters in the 93 kilo weight class. And with this, the lifters of the morning competition are escorted off the stage. And this concludes the first part of this competition day. And then we have coming up men of the open division from 105 kilos all the way up to plus 120 kilos. The competition will start at 2 p.m. sharp. And I'm Juho Kangasniemi, and I have been your host for today and will be your host for the afternoon competition as well. Thank you all for watching, and be sure to stay tuned for the afternoon competition, where we will see the 105 kilo, 120 kilo and plus 120 kilo lifters in the open division for men. Thank you very much to everybody attending.